Hello everyone and welcome to the presentation for the MySilo application. So what we've built is a performance app made from the ground up for Loud GAA. The idea was to take all the different tools the team was using and pull everything into one clean, easy to use app for both coaches and athletes. So what problems does this app solve? The main thing we kept hearing was everything runs through WhatsApp. Booking a physio, WhatsApp. Sharing a performance report, WhatsApp. Organizing sessions, WhatsApp. MySilo replaces all of that with something actually built for the job. Then there's the data problem. Reports were on paper, spreadsheets were scattered across different devices, there were no real ways to look back at a player and how he was progressing. Now it's all in one spot and always up to date. And probably the most exciting part for us, performance tracking and comparison. Athletes can see their own history, how they stack up against team averages and personal bests. And for the coaches, they can pull up any two athletes, pick a date range, and do a proper side-by-side comparison. It turns what used to be a gut feeling into something you can actually see and act on. So on the right, this is what an athlete sees when they open their GPS data. Let me walk you through it. At the top, you've got the radar chart that gives an instant visual of how you're performing across all the key metrics. You can toggle different polygons on and off, your own average, your personal best, the team average, or the team's all-time best. There's also a little info button that explains what each metric actually means in plain English, which is handy for players who aren't used to reading GPS data. Scrolling down, you've got the max statistics. Pick any metric, filter by all time, last 3 months, or last 6 months. And it shows your max alongside the team max so you can see how you stack up. Then there's the averages section, and this one's interesting. You can filter by a specific date, and you can also split between match sessions and training sessions, since those are very different physically. The arrows show whether you are above, on, or below your own average for that filter, so a player can quickly see if they had a good match day or an off one. Below that, there's a max speed trend line and a bar chart where you can switch between any of the stats and see your history session by session, with matches highlighted in green so they stand out. And at the bottom, personal bests and the full session history. Moving on to physical profiles, this covers two things, body composition and gym sessions, and you can see the app walking through both on the right. Starting with gym, the layout will feel familiar because it follows the same patterns as GPS. You've got the radar chart at the top with the same polygon toggle system. Then max statistics. Same date range filters as before, your averages with a date picker so you can drill into specific sessions. A bar chart that also includes a team average bar so you can see where you sit relative to your squad. And then personal bests and your full session history at the bottom. Then scrolling down to body composition. The first thing you see is a radar chart that plots your body composition metrics against a team average, so you can instantly see how you compare. Then below that is your latest measurement, weight, body fat percentage, lean mass, fat mass, and a status badge that tells you straight away whether you're on target, within range, or off track. No ambiguity, just a clear, color-coded answer. Below that, there's a progression chart showing how your body fat percentage has been trending over time, with the target line sitting at 13%, so you can see exactly where you need to be and how close you are. So this is the schedule, and the demo is showing it from the athlete's perspective. Tapping into any event brings up the detail screen, the date, time, location, description, all in one place. And then right there, the athlete can submit their RSVP, attending, not attending, injured, or unavailable. That response goes straight to the coaches, so they know exactly who to expect and no chasing people on WhatsApp. For physio events specifically, you get a slot booking system. The available time slots are shown, and the athlete just taps to book their appointment. You've got two ways to view the calendar. The monthly calendar gives you a broad overview of what's coming up. You can see at a glance which days have events and what type they are, color-coded by training, match, gym, physio, and so on. Then you can drop into the weekly view if you want a more detailed breakdown of a specific week. Then the My Health screen. This is where an athlete can see any current injuries logged against them by the medical staff. It shows the injury type, expected return date, and any notes from the physios. So the athlete always knows where they stand with their recovery, and the information is coming directly from the medical team rather than through word of mouth. So two quick things here, profiles and the chat. The profile screen is straightforward. Each athlete can update their email, change their password, and set the profile picture. Nothing complicated, just keeping the account yours. Then the chat, and this is the one that really replaces the WhatsApp for the day-to-day stuff. You've got group rooms that everyone can access and private rooms that are invite only, so coaches can have a room for just the management team, for example. You can send messages, but as you can see in the demo, you can also send pictures and videos directly in the chat. So if a coach wants to share a clip from a match or a physio wants to send over a recovery exercise, it all stays within the app. No more jumping between platforms or digging through old WhatsApp message threads to find something. The whole thing is end-to-end encrypted as well, so messages are private and secure between the people in the room. So now we're going to move on to the admin specific features. So we looked at the athlete features, and a lot of these are crossed over with admin features. However, there are some specific features that I'm going to go through that are specific to admin users. So this is the admin side of things, and this is really where the coaches and backroom staff live in the app. The first thing you're seeing is the data upload. The backbone of the whole system is an Excel file that follows a specific format. The spec is documented inside the admin panel, so whoever is doing the upload always knows exactly what's expected. You drop the file in, hit upload, and within seconds that data is live for every athlete on the squad. No manual entry, no emailing spreadsheets around, it just goes straight in. Here we're uploading the gym data for the demo. Once that's done, the coach can jump straight into the GPS overview. This screen shows every athlete's data in one place. You can see averages across the squad, filter by date range, filter by session type, and get a quick read on how the group is performing as a whole. It's the kind of overview that used to take someone hours to put together from scattered files. Now, if you want to dig into a specific player, you tap on them. You'll notice the names are anonymized here just for the demo, but in real use, each card maps to an actual athlete, and you'll get the full picture we showed earlier. Radar charts, max stats, averages, bar charts, personal best, the full session history. But here is where it gets really useful for coaches, the comparison feature. You pick any two athletes, set your date range, choose your session type, and the app puts them side by side. You get a split radar chart so you can see the shape of each player's performance profile, and then a stat-by-stat comparison underneath. It makes it really easy to spot where one player is ahead and where they might need to work on. And the same comparison tool is available for gym as well. You can see it here, same layout, same filters, but now you're looking at S&C metrics. And there's a toggle right there to switch between gym data and body composition data for the same athlete pairing, so you don't have to go back and re-pick your athletes every time. It keeps everything in context. The idea is that a coach can go from uploading a session to having a full side-by-side breakdown of two players in under a minute. So this is the admin side of events, injuries, and chat, and you can see us going through all three in the demo. Starting with creating an event, you pick the event type, training, match, gym, physio, meeting, whatever it is, give it a title, set the date, time and location, add a description if you want, and that's it. It's live immediately for every athlete on the squad. They'll see it on their calendar. They can RSVP, and you can see the responses coming in from the event detail page. For physio events specifically, you can set individual time slots when creating it, so athletes book directly into a specific appointment rather than just saying they're attending. No more back and forth figuring out who's coming in and what time. Then injuries. You tap into the injury log, pick the athlete, set the injury type, the severity, and an expected return date, and add any notes you want the athlete to be able to see. So if the physio wants to leave guidance on what to do during recovery, it goes straight to the player. Every current injury is visible to the admin team in one list, and you can mark it as recovered when the player's back. And finally, the chat. Creating a room takes about 10 seconds. Give it a name, decide if it's public or private. Public rooms are open to everyone. Private rooms, you handpick the members, so you can have a management only room that athletes can't see. And once the room is created, it's available immediately for everyone who has access. The whole point of pulling these three things together is that a coach can coordinate a session, track who's injured going into it, and communicate with the squad all without leaving the app. So that is MySilo. Be sure to check out mysilo.ie to access the app. This YouTube channel also has some tutorial videos to help you along your journey with using MySilo. And of course, I want to thank everyone on behalf of our team for the experience gained and the helpfulness of everyone who gave us feedback.